What's going on, pedal heads? It's your old pal Shred Riffs. In this video, we're going to take a look at what is said to be the Tube Screamer killer. It's the high T situation from Void Manufacturing, aka Lone Wolf Audio. Those of you that are sick and tired of the Tube Screamer circuit, or you're just simply bored with it, you might want to check this video out and listen to this pedal. I think you're going to enjoy it. In addition to checking this pedal out, we're going to compare it to what I think is the ultimate Tube Screamer. It's the Maxon ST9 Pro Plus. And so we'll take these two pedals and put them side by side and see which one might be right for you. Stick around, you're not going to want to miss this one. Hey guys, before we dive in any further, I just wanted to say thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you find anything in this video to be valuable and interesting to you, please hit the thumbs up, leave a comment below, let me know your thoughts on this pedal and the things that I'm talking about here. I also wanted to say, if you're new to my YouTube channel, I specialize in all things metal guitar on this channel. So that includes a lot of different things: metal guitar techniques, guitar lessons, pedal demos, amplifier reviews, guitar reviews, and of course music. I feature a lot of my own original music on this channel that you can check out. I've got a lot of cool things coming down the pipe in terms of original music and content right here on this channel. If you like what I do, click subscribe, click the thumbs up, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, the high T situation from Void Manufacturing. I wanted to just first point out that this is a limited edition color for this pedal. It's called Universe, and it kind of has that cosmic kind of look to it. There were some purple ones that came out, and I think you can get this pedal in like glow-in-the-dark green or white right now, and they're shipping in late October of 2023. But before we plug this pedal in and listen to what it sounds like on its own, I wanted to talk about the controls, because I don't think anyone has put together a overdrive pedal that's this deep before. Second to maybe the JHS Bonsai or the Earthquaker Devices Palisades, which are TS style overdrives that have like a million different options. But I think this one has 1,000,001. It has a few other things on it that are unique to this pedal, and if you're looking for a unique overdrive, this is the one to get, in my opinion. So let's talk about what this pedal is. It is a 12 peak mid-focused overdrive. So right down here where it says range, there are 12 different settings. As you kind of turn this knob, a little bit more bass seems to be added into the circuit. So you have 12 different options right out of the gate that you can work with. In addition to that, you can step on this boost here and add more resonance to the sound, okay, with this boost switch. So right off the bat, you have 144 different sounds on tap. In addition to that, there are 6 different clipping modes, and they're all quite different. Some of them sound better when you're going into the front of a high gain amp, and the other ones are for when you want to play clean guitar. And there are others that you can use for bass guitar. So there's a lot of different options here. So 12 times 12 times 6, now we have 864 different sounds. So I'll just say, this pedal is not for guitar players who want to be told what to do, or want 3 knobs, or a single tone control. This is for the real tone chasers out there that want to come up with their own sound. So I think that's really cool. You can come up with your own overdrive sound with this pedal. The EQ on this pedal, so that would be the low, the high, and the mid cut, and the edge and dynamics, all of those are what they call a back Sandal style EQ, which is common in Ampeg amplifiers, the VT series amplifiers from Ampeg. What the back Sandal EQ is a shelving EQ with an extremely wide Q curve and a gentle slope. So I had to write some of this stuff down, so let me just read it to you really quick. So the broad curve can adjust a larger portion of the frequency spectrum, but the gentle slope gives a more natural sound and minimal phase distortion. Because of the minimal phase distortion, it enables users to make bigger boosts and cuts without imparting negative artifacts into the signal. I just think that's unique. This is something that is more often found in higher end audio gear, like in the studio, or an Ampeg amplifier. And the Baxandall style EQ is synonymous with Ampeg amps, and it's what made Ampeg amps great. So I think that's cool that that's available on this pedal right here. So now you have those tone shaping abilities at your fingertips. So let's talk about some of the other things. So you've got your normal drive knob here, you know, that every overdrive pedal has. You've got a 2-band EQ, a low and high, and then the overall volume. If you want to slam the front end of a tube amp or just have a slight boost, you can use it like that. This is your mid-cut knob, so if you want to cut some of the mids out, you can use that. Over here, the blend. For example, if you're a bass player and you want to retain your low end, you keep the blend setting in there so you have just a little bit of this pedal coming through, but then you have your original signal going through as well. I really like the blend knob for high gain amplifier use. So let's say you're plugging this into an orange amplifier and you really like that nice crunch that the orange has, but you want to add a little something else, a little bit of different flavor into your tone, you can use this blend knob for that. Or if you want to just slam the amp with all of the tone from this pedal, you turn this blend knob all the way up. The dynamics control here is to help you fine tune your palm muting, okay? That's a little complicated to explain, but we'll check that out a little bit later in the video. The edge control here helps you favor the low or high frequencies, and I believe as you turn it this way, the frequency gets higher, and then you turn it the other way, it favors the lower frequencies. But again, we'll check that out later in the video, and if you watch and listen, you'll be able to hear and see what all of these knobs do. The last thing I want to say is that this is not just a guitar pedal, so if you're a keyboard player, like a synth player, and you want to manipulate the mid-range frequencies of your sound, you can do that with this pedal. You can add some overdrive to your lead sounds. In addition to that, if you're a bass player, this pedal works great on bass, and we'll also check out what the bass guitar sounds like going through this pedal as well. Another thing that we'll do in this video is we'll compare the high T situation to this Maxon ST9 Pro Plus. This is like the highly refined TS808 circuit from Maxon, and this pedal is a monster of a pedal. I believe Fluff on his channel, he's a big fan of running this into Mesa Boogie amps, so we will do that as well and listen to what this sounds like. And last but not least, we're going to be running both of these pedals at 18 volts with the Walrus Audio Phoenix power supply. I will say this, if you have a 27 volt power supply, you can run the high T situation even higher, right? So 27 volts, super high clean headroom. That's what this thing can do. But let's dive into the tones and check out what it sounds like. Okay, so now that we've listened to what the high T situation sounds like going into a clean amp, let's listen to what it does to an already distorted high gain channel of the Mesa Boogie JP2C. So I've got a very moderate amount of gain. I've got it set to maybe like 4 on a scale of 10, which is still a lot of gain for this amp. I have intentionally turned off the 5-band graphic EQ, so we're not using that to shape the tone at all. We're just using the 3-band EQ on that channel, and then we're going to rely on the high T situation to provide all of the other tone shaping action. So let's dive into this right now. I really like that mid-range punch and just nasal growl that this thing brings to the Mesa Boogie JP2C. So what we're gonna do next is plug this bad boy in and see how they compare. Let's check it out. Okay guys, closing remarks on the high T situation. This is a highly sculptable overdrive pedal with lots of different options. You can play different instruments through this thing. It's a pretty special pedal. It is kind of expensive. It's around $300 to $350. And that's where this guy comes in. So this one, if you want a great tube screamer for around $200 to $250, you can get this one, and it's got that 18-volt switch. You've got the low boost, that mid enhanced control. Like this is a super awesome tube screamer. But as you heard in the video, this thing does quite a lot more and is more of a Swiss Army knife overdrive pedal that can work in a lot of different situations. So if that's what you need, I would go with the high T situation. So there you go, guys. Those are my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts and your opinions about tube screamers and overdrive pedals in general. So please comment something below. Like this video if you can, if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so you can be informed of all of my future uploads. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.